Hi, very quick intro here. This is CheryLynn. I know you haven't seen me in a while, but I'm sure you didn't forget me. And I am with my YouTube channel, CheryLynn-Art at Rancho del Lago. I'm located in Mexico where I retired, and I am a homesteader as well as an author and an artist. And my videos have been few and far between since before Christmas last year. And a lot in part has been because of the political situation. And I've just gotten myself into a total tizzy about the crumbling of the United States government, not the country, the government. But anyway, push that aside because I have to focus on homesteading. I have to focus on where I am and what I'm doing. And so my videos are going to be from the heart, from the homestead, and what we're doing, what I'm doing on basically a daily basis. I'll try to post once a week. Not sure if I can. I've got an awful lot on my plate. We still have well over 100 animals here. We have just relocated a bunch of the gardens, and I'm today getting ready to do spring planting. Today's date is February 15th. Yes, yesterday was Valentine's Day. So February 15th, and I have just gotten my gardens fenced in. What I did was converted patio on the back. It's like about 10 by 20 into raised garden beds with an area outside of that perimeter, but still within the fencing, where I can put a lot of potted things. I have a lot of potted small trees and plants, like my potatoes in a big pot. I don't want to put them in the garden, but I do want them in a big pot by the garden. So anyway, it's been several weeks getting this done, partly because we hire help to give us a hand getting things done, and it's usually young Mexican guys who are not the most faithful at appearing when they say they're going to. So it takes longer, but that's just something you have to get used to here in Mexico. Things take a little longer. Mañana does not mean tomorrow. It means sometime beyond today. So anyway, I'm going to quit talking and I'm going to show you some of the videos I've been taking around the house. We had 4 new baby bunnies that were kind of a surprise. That I usually don't breed my rabbits to have babies in January, February, because the nights are just cold. And they are outside because we have very temperate weather here. When I say outside, it gets down into the low 50s in our winter during January and December. But that's just too cold for naked, brand new baby little bunnies. So anyway, we had 4. They survived the night. Hopefully they'll continue surviving. Their mama did a good job at pulling fur, so we'll see how that goes. I've got 6 little hatchlings. I think 2 are ducks and 4 are goslings. I'll show you some pictures of those. They are growing like absolutely crazy. Tomorrow, they're only 3 weeks old. And then, of course, the gardens. We've got goats, we've got rabbits, we've got turkeys. Oh, our turkeys are doing so beautifully. We've got geese and ducks and chickens and dogs and cats. Lots of dogs and cats because I was very involved in fostering, and I'm a foster fail. So I have adopted many. Many more have passed through our doors to other homes, and a few spent their last days here and are buried under one of our shade trees. So in any case, let's get the show on the road, and I will show you a little bit about what's going on here at Rancho del Lago. First of all, on the What's Cooking segment, I just want to let you know, I forgot to mention that I have been doing keto. since just before Christmas. So I'm doing a lot of learning, a lot of ingredient changing, and a lot of cooking from scratch. It's delicious, like this frittata this morning. Sausage, egg, cheese, and some herbs from the garden. And a few nights ago, I made this wonderful dish of shrimp and little tomato pieces and baby spinach in a thick cream sauce. I'll tell you what, I'm eating better than I have eaten in years.
Well, the ducks and geese are kind of loud, and the turkey, but I just wanted you to see that the little hatchlings are not so little, and they have just graduated to their own pen in the big duck and goose yard that has a pond, but that pond isn't something they can get into for a while yet. So they're acclimatizing or acclimating to their new little pen with food and water in the shade. And I'll keep an eye on them for the rest of the day and see how they do. Now, I'm pretty darn sure all the yellow ones are geese. I'm not quite sure what the little black ones are, but because they are smaller. But we shall see as they grow. Oh, baby turkeys. Well, they're not so baby now. That's one I hatched. And that's the daddy. And the boy behind is one I hatched. And then the little black girl in front of that is one I hatched. Look at these boys. Mr. Handsomes. Okay, this first garden is still got mostly all herbs in it. And we have a whole lot of dill. The dill is doing very, very good. Parsley, which I just cut some because I have a frittata in the oven. And I cut some fresh parsley for that. There's chives, oregano, basil. There's a tiny little thyme plant over there. And some rosemary. Then over here, I have strawberry plants companioned with garlic. The garlic protects the strawberries from several kinds of pests that would otherwise eat them. Then I had started a bunch of carrots in a pot, and carrots or root kinds of things don't generally like to be disturbed after they've started growing. But I took a chance. I'm going to seed some also, but I went ahead and moved these from the pots into the garden. We'll see how they do. All of the space where nothing is planted, I wetted it all down, really watered it this morning. I want a lot of moisture in the soil where I'm going to be putting seeds in just a little bit. That's a mint. You do not want to plant the mint in your garden because mint is very invasive. So it will stay in a pot. Here's another basil. More room for plants and seeds. And I took out of pots and put in the ground because they were the bigger ones starting to get a little wimpy. These are chayotes, and which is a Mexican squash, and they climb. So I'm not sure if I want to let them climb on the actual fence because it's not especially made, it's chicken wire. It's not especially made for the weight, but I might just take a mesh grid and put it actually in the garden for them to grow up with a couple of pieces of rebar. Anyway, so and we have all of this yet to plant. So I'm pretty excited that my garden is finally ready. And Dan finished cutting the bricks for me to fill it in because we had a whole bunch of empty spaces. So my walkway is nice and bricked. This area back here, we will be cleaning out. I've got a lot of slate stones left over from the patio. I'm going to clean out all that aloe. For now, at least the 2 palms are going to stay here. But I've got to clean out all of this stuff. Again, level it, put down the agriculture cloth, and then my potted plants will go back against the back edge of the fence here, the fence line, and I'll have lots of room for putting in a variety of pots. Now, how is this going to be with the sun? Well, that was the temporary cloth up there, and that cloth is going to be replaced by one that is the full length. This is about 10 by 20. And then I even thought that on this bar closest to us, I can hook the edges of another shade cloth and bring it out on an angle down to the tops of these posts here, and shade all of this area in here if I need to do that too. I'm using about 50% shade cloth, and that should, right now we're still in winter sun, but when the summer or spring sun comes, it is intense and can be brutal on plants. So we'll just take it one step at a time and see if I need to shade this portion of it too. But I'm so excited that I have this protected area where the dogs and cats can't get in. It's possible I could still get squirrels in, but my dogs like to chase the squirrels and kill them, so probably not. In any case, this is how it's shaping up, one step at a time.
Okay, hope you enjoyed that visit and you will come back for the next one and the one after that. Please hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. All it does is make the platform know that my YouTube channel is worth watching. That's all. Puts me up a little bit in the algorithm. And then, of course, when you share and more people come to see what's going on down here south of the border as a homesteader, that's kind of fun too. So, and comment, please, if you have any comments, make comments. I'm happy to answer anything, any questions you have. Just be nice, okay? There's too much ugliness in the world. Be nice. That's all I've got for today. Have a great week. Bye.